Assalamu alaikum everyone, and a lot has been going on with the USDC in the last 24 hours. Like 2 days has been very wild for this coin at the moment. And as far as I am concerned, in yesterday's video we talked about the fact that if on the weekly you look at the weekly, and what I was talking about is that if you try to cross above 0.09, this is where I was actually expecting things to continue to the upside. Now, one thing I'm going to address is the following, right? So in yesterday's video, there was this trend line that I gave you, which acted as resistance at the moment. So if you look at, USDC on this level, one touch here, rejection to the downside, one touch there, rejection, another touch here with the wick, and move to the up, to the downside as well. And then you pumped up and you made another wick, and this is especially in this zone right there. This has been a very big resistance. So what we can do is we can very quickly just try to take a rectangle shape area and actually cover the fact that this is very huge place for USDC to break above. So I'm just going to place it like that and move it a little bit down. So yeah, it's going to be very tough to break above here, and if you actually end up doing that, so it's a little bit stretched up until here, I guess. So it's a very big place where the sellers are sitting. So what I can say is the following, that whenever you see this zone, understand that you have the seller number 1 here, number 2 right there, seller number 3 sitting here, you got another seller right there, and today we have another seller. Now don't be surprised if it does come down and then tries to go back up and then goes down again and get back up. So in the future, whenever you look at USDC coming up in here, you have to understand that this is a very big place of where things are looking to take a break. Now, however, never say never, because we still do not know if this is just going to be a pure rejection to go to the downside. But as far as I can see, the market, the market is a little bit over pumped right now. It's really pushed. A lot of things have been pumping. USDC have pumped, and one particular advice that I'm actually going to give you, if you're a beginner, is never ever chase a pump. Never chase a green candle. In crypto, the day you understand that you don't have to chase a green candle, half of your problem is going to be solved, because a lot of people tend to try to buy things when they are pumped to the upside. If you ever see things moving up like this, even I saw it yesterday. I'm in a long-term position, by the way. I'm not even bothered if USDC does come down again like this and goes up, and by long-term I mean that I am holding this perhaps for a year or two. That's what long-term really looks like for me, if you're wondering. So yeah, yesterday there was a flag here that really got pushed to the downside. So if I do show you, that flag right there was on the 15 minutes time frame, and I was about to trade it. Thank goodness I didn't actually trade, because this was really nasty move to the downside. So you can see that this was a flag, right? And when you moved up, you made the flag, you break above the flag, went up to the zone, right? And this is a trap, always a trap. When you have a flag right next to the resistance, it's always pretty much a trap. But if you would have broken above that resistance, then the flag would have been in play and the next technical target would have been at 0.09. I hope this makes sense, right? So you have a flag here, but you also have resistance next to that flag. So you probably are just going to take out that stop loss and hit the resistance and go down, thinking that you have a flag here. But this is why you always have to zoom out and look if you don't have any resistance at all. We had the very similar situation with Pepe as well, right? Pepe had a flag right next to the resistance, making us think that it's going to pump 50% even more. But I was talking about it that, hey, as long as you're not going to break above that resistance, forget about the flag. Don't actually trade the flag. Now, at this point of time, there is one place that we may see one little bit of a push again, perhaps, because if you look at how nasty you broke below, you had 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and you just broke severely to the downside. What I mean to say is that you didn't retest the trend line to go down. So maybe, just maybe, we might have one push higher to retest the trend line and then get rejected to go to the downside. Now, that's not guarantees you're going to go to the upside, but it would make a lot of sense to see USDC push up again to the upside. So that's it for this update, and if things do get nasty, let me actually end the video with the worst case scenario. Is that if that is your demand box where you have people, sellers sitting right there, let me tell you the next place of the buyers. So the buyers are sitting down right over here. So if you ever see USDC in the future try to move to the downside once again and it makes it all the way down here, you have a nice opportunity at 0.088 or 0.09. So that's it for this very quick update on USDC. I'm going to see you with the next one. Allah Hafiz.